A couple of years ago, Eidos-Montreal was a single project studio. Deus was the project, and that's why they made the announcement for Thief to start to build a new team. I know that people will be maybe a little bit pissed off because, hey, we want the game. I know that a lot of people tell us, hey, there is no news of Thief since a while. Why?
Well, I know that the wait is long. I'm on every fan distribution email that we receive, so I read everything.
I will not bullshit you. I mean, reinvent a franchise like Thief. You don't do it like that.
Well, you know, a diamond. A diamond is what? It's a lot of time and pressure. Thief is truly a beautiful diamond that requires time.
In conception, we're really a small team, and it was really interesting. We're maybe not more than 20 people to make sure that we were aiming about doing our ideas, trying to explore.
I mean, back in concept was a really cool time. There was a ton of ideas. It was very creatively energetic. There was a lot of stuff that went on the table and then was quickly quickly taken off the table and put somewhere else in a dark room, never to be seen again.
The first thing we started work on was Garrett. When we decided we wanted to keep the main pillar, we really aimed about, okay, let's build a character, who he is.
We wanted to try and embrace the fact that he's not a shoulders back, chest out kind of hero. He's not a hero at all. And I don't want to just pigeonhole him as an anti-hero. So trying to appeal to a male and a female audience. I know some of the early concepts had him possibly a little too soft in his approach. That was a fine line to walk.
From there, we're able to build the NPCs around the main character, his nemesis. From there also, we're able to build a city.
And even before that, keep in mind also that yes, we reinvent the franchise, but there is Thief games before. So it's also based on a very deep analysis of what is Thief, just to read all these forums and stuff like that and make sure, all right, these aspects of Thief seems to be, you know, really crucial. If it's not identical, at least we keep the essence of that. It's just impossible to think about something and every time, each single try you do, it's a success.
In the beginning, we were a game, we were really tactical, but at a point we went a little bit too far on that tactical aspect of the game. It was slowing the game a little bit too much. Same thing I can say for example, when you start to dig in the vertical navigation and all this, at a point you have to ask yourself, are we continuing like that, and we start to be more the climber than a thief.
Another good example is now it's really a first-person game. The team did some prototypes with a third-person perspective.
What was interesting is that when you're in first, you're very intimate and focused and like closed in, and you need to look behind you. And when you were in third, you kind of automatically felt like, okay, if I can see me, other people could see me. That was sort of interesting. But at the end of the day, it's much more important that the player's comfort is actually looked after more than some kind of narrative brain fart.
When I started, it was back on the first person. So yeah, I started something like 1 year ago. The company just decided to just change some key people just to give an extra boost to the team.
Fresh new blood.
Yeah, exactly. The first thing I did with my core team is really to check with them what is the mandate. The mandate you received, what is it? It was not a clear answer. Just because when you try a lot of things, when it's time to come back, sometimes all right, we tried that for exactly what? People were moving on a high-speed highway in 4 lanes, and I said, now let's time to bring back to a 2 lanes highway, let's say. Don't know if it makes sense for you, it makes sense in my mind.
He challenged us a lot on those things, what are the first mandates. We had a lot of questions to ask ourselves. We brought the main pillar of the game, infiltration, stealth, and escape, and from there, it was also easier to us to understand, okay, what we do in the game. Once you're there, what is your goal, what is your objectives?
When you're new in the project, it's easier for you to, let's say, cut something because you're
not in love with it.
Exactly. Like Nicolas said, you're not in love with this feature because this programmer worked on that for the last 6 months. We cannot cut it, and yes, we can.
But you know, that's the thing with games. Video games is a high-speed train collision between art and tech. And sometimes the collision creates positive energy, sometimes not so positive energy. You cannot click your fingers and let's find the proper recipe in a couple of weeks. It takes time. If you respect that, you will respect the quality of your products.
It did happen a couple of times that we were wrong. It could be tough on the team because we don't
want to fail.
Of course.
But we know at the end that all the people around are confident around each other, and this frankly helps us a lot to advance and be confident within the game itself.
I suggest you to add violin during this answer. No, it sounds like...
It's not an easy game to develop, and we didn't want to rush it. We went with baby steps. We did a lot of reiterations. We did a lot of experimentations. And now we know we have something.
There's the pressure about what they're going to say about it, but we want to make sure that I think that everyone is proud on the project, and then within the studio I think everyone will be really happy outside.